is Suicide Silence at the Rockstar Energy Mayhem Festival. I guess since this is going to go up before Mayhem is over, you can tell other people around the country what spot you are on stage, where they can find you.
We play at 4:50, and we do a signing after at the Rockstar tent at 5:30.
You're going to make this painful.
Every day, that's where you will see us. On stage and then at the Rockstar tent. Every day.
So what time are you guys getting up on tour these days?
Today was 10 o'clock after driving up here because I am from here, so I got into a vehicle, my own vehicle, and I drove my own self here and didn't sleep on the bus like I should have. So I'm a little bit tired, but nonetheless fired up.
Are you a little bit nervous for the big hometown show with the new band?
Little bit. Yeah, I mean, I always get nervous, especially at hometown shows, because I know I'm going to see a bunch of my friends out there, and they're going to be like, ah, and I'm going to be like, I have to be all serious and metal, and you guys are going to make me laugh and screw you guys.
You know that's coming.
Yeah, of course. Duh. I've got a couple friends that are 6'5" and 6'6", so they're going to stick up above everybody else, so they're going to be the first people I see.
They're going to have the metal foam hands with like dicks on the ends of them and just waving around at you. I already know.
Yep, that's what's going to happen.
Have you guys been hazing him at all, being the new guy?
No, we're trying to take it easy on him. Maybe when it's like all said and done and like there isn't the already hazing from everyone in the world, maybe we'll start with him, but we're trying to be gentle on him.
And end of the day, I get hazed in a different way. I get hazed in like these guys are going out of their way to be as normal as possible. Yeah. So that's they're like trying to not be excited about me being around. So they're just like, that's kind of a hazing in itself. Because I'm like, hey guys, do you even like me? Oh yeah, we're friends. That's right. You're just being normal. Okay, cool.
He's not getting enough attention, is what he's saying.
Yeah, we're not giving him enough attention. And the attention that we do give him, he's wondering if we actually like him. That's how sensitive he is.
Yeah, that's hazing. I'm a sensitive guy.
So before we started, you almost launched into this incredible stage set thing that you guys have done, which is tough to do on a second stage of a festival, but you've packed enough to make it big?
Well, it's just these big pillar like things that we had made. We hit up a welding company literally a week and a half ago. The idea came up while we were in Finland. And
the same guys that made your belt?
No, but maybe that's where it all came from. I bought the blacksmith, and then the idea.
You should tell people about this belt really quick.
Oh, okay. Well, I got this.
It's not your average belt.
This belt that I'm wearing is. It's made of bull flesh, bull hide, and made by a Finnish blacksmith. And same with this big-ass chain. Every single one of them is hand hammered. And I hung out with the blacksmith in Finland for a while, just talking to him, and he had all kinds of awesome jewelry and huge bull leather gauntlets, cutlery, just all kinds of cool stuff. And he was hammering out behind at this merch.
Do you remember his name to give him a shout out?
Dude, I wish I did. If you look up Finland blacksmith, I'm sure he's probably all over. Yeah, he's probably the only one. And he didn't know who the band was at all, and he just came up and watched us on stage. We're just like, dude, that was awesome. And I don't know, it was just cool. I respect the work, like who does blacksmith work anymore? And
my sister, actually.
Really? Well,
yeah.
See, cool people then. Cool people are doing blacksmith, and he was just rad, and I had to buy some stuff from him and rock it and add it to my stage attire.
And then it somehow influenced the
and
stage
then it somehow influenced the idea of welding these three-dimensional pillars with scrims on them. I don't know, you just got to come and see what we're doing on stage. It's cool. We've never done anything like it before. I've never seen anybody else do anything like it before, and our cabs live in them, and it takes up a lot of space in the trailer.
Which is where they store the stage clothes, we found out.
Yeah, I like to call them the Stinkies because they stink. But yeah, if they don't stink, you're not doing. Superman doesn't wash his cape. You know what I mean? If he did.
For people who don't know that you guys are wearing the same thing on stage every night, tell them how and why.
Every day. Well, I mean, there's a whole process, man. There's a whole thing that you go through every day. You stretch. It's called Power Hour. Some people take shots, some people stretch, some people meditate, some people pray. Some people don't do anything. Some people don't do a single thing, and they just run on stage, smoke a cigarette or whatever. For me, I need to wear my dirty, it looks like tie-dye because there's so much sweat stains on it. It's disgusting. It smells horrible. Everybody complains about how horrible I smell, but that's what gets me fired up to go on stage. It's weird, but it's something I do. Who knows how many skin problems I have because of that.
True.
But
Gig butt.
yeah, I get gig butt hard gig butt. But no, man, it's part of the whole thing. You know, I got to do my warm ups, I do my push ups, I do everything. But having your Stinkies, it's an everyday thing.
Which brings us to how we noticed you're wearing yours now, and this is what?
Oh, well, there's different ways I go about my Stinkies. Like, if we're flying to Europe, I'll wear my Stinkies for the first rehearsals, the flight over, and then I'll wear them, walk onto stage, and then I'll play, and then I'll change into regular clothes. That's Europe. Right now, this is Mayhem. We didn't even have a chance to rehearse before this tour because we were in Europe, and we just flew home, had a few days off, and there was really no time to rehearse. So I threw my stage clothes on yesterday, wore them all day Mayhem, played, got off. I'm still in them. I'll play in them today, and then I'll change into some regular clothes. I've got to power them up. Like, it's like charging the batteries. And, yeah, that's the method, dude. I don't know. Call me superstitious, but I used to wear Pink Floyd underwear and every single show, and I called them my power underwear, and then I lost them. And ever since then, I've just been kind of reacquiring new ways.
Repower
yeah,
other clothing items.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it's all going down.
So Suicide Stink is an accurate nickname.
Suicide Stinkies.
Suicide Stinkies.
There's also, we're going to start a pizza chain called Suicide Slices.
Yep. Suicide Salads.
Suicide Salads.
Okay.
And we're also going to open up a Frosty food chain that has Suicide Softies.
And all this from pretty much only having done like one tour together at this point, right?
Yeah.
We smoke a lot of weed.
Everything is food related at this point, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Duh. But I've known these guys forever. You know, I did my first tour throughout the United States in 2006 with them, and so I mean, stepping into the band was just kind of like we're friends. You know what I mean? So we're always talking. We always mess with each other and talk about food, especially because all of us are pretty much the fattest kids on earth.
So it was really only the first tour in the sense that you actually went on stage with them this time around, because you guys have been out together and shared tours before so many times.
Yeah, this is my first time playing in the States with them for sure, and my first show ever with them was in Brisbane, Australia, and that was intense. It was scary but good.
Just between us, how's he doing? Is he holding it up?
He's doing way better than we're doing. He's holding the flag, and you know, he's kicking ass so much. Every show we're like, all right, this is a big show, we gotta like totally kill it, and then like the band gets off and we go, well, at least Eddie killed it.
And I'm just over there thinking, well, the band killed it, man. Yeah, but yeah, these guys make it really easy to perform in front of. Everybody puts the same intensity into the live show that I put into it, and it makes for a very, very intense concert, man.
It all came together, that Brisbane first show, man. Like, we were so nervous and just like, what are we?
About the drum head,
Everything, dude.
Everything.
Okay, so Suicide Silence is just, we're procrastinators. Everything gets handled at the last minute. And
Stoners.
We're stoners. And then, so we thought we were so prepared for Soundwave, like first day in Brisbane, and we pretty much were, but then like 5 minutes before we have to do changeover, Alex's triggers blow because of power difference. Plug in, bam, fried. We're like, oh, okay, we got 5 minutes.
Euro converters don't work there.
No, 5 minutes to find another trigger module that'll work and get everything running. So everyone's just scrambling. It went from, dude, we're this is good. We're kind of nervous. Let's just do it. To, oh, mad dash. Let's just figure this out. And then, yeah, we figured everything out. Lee from The Artist Murder, still thanking Lee for helping us out and letting us use that. Yeah, we hit the stage, and then that was when it all came together. We all got to play our first show together, look over and see how everybody's like turning it on, because that was just always what we've been about, like, is getting on stage and like, yeah, we're nice nerdy dork dudes, stoner dudes when we're off stage, but it's like when we're on stage, it's like on. And that was it. Like, that first day was like chills, just like everybody was feeling good, and like a lot of friends were there, like from Australia or not, just, you know, from the touring region. You know, it's like a high school reunion, and everybody was just like, you guys look like you guys had a lot of fun, and it was just great.
Anytime you have to have a lineup change, it's difficult. But when you have to have a lineup change because of a tragedy, it's a lot harder. So you guys have gotten a chance to kind of get over that hump. The fans have seemed to have really embraced Eddie. Are you guys kind of like feeling really good about moving forward?
At this point, it's like, we tried to go into it all expectation less and just ready for whatever was going to happen. And now it's just turned into like such a gratifying, everybody's just so nice and proud and happy, and like it's making us feel even better about it. We were already happy because we wrote this record that we're super stoked on, and we were just like, well, this is going to be fun because we wrote a really good record and we're happy about it. And then we went on Soundwave and we went to Southeast Asia, and then we just did Europe, and now we're on Mayhem, and everything has been just so good, just as good as the day before. Nothing has topped out and nothing has hit the bottom. Everything is just steadily badass. Yeah. And everybody's good and everybody's happy, and it's making us feeling good about moving forward. And there's just so many emotions that come with all of it, and day by day it's just like it's everything's new still, so it's really good.
Because it's not unusual, sadly it's not always unusual metal to have this happen, and we've had a lot of bands kind of like dive into the bottle or dive into drugs or just kind of like throw it all out on stage and melt down, but you guys are really healthy about this.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, there was just a lot of like itching at the back of my brain prior to the tragedy that I needed to like do something different with my life, just the way I was operating. And after the memorial show, I took a few months and just like rehabbed myself hardcore, and like the last time I got drunk was January 21st, 2013, and that was at NAMM. And once I woke up the next day and I was hungover, that was the last hangover I had, and I was like, I can't do this anymore, I can't drink, I have to, because that's just once I start drinking, then I'm doing everything else, and I'm just in it again, and it's like, I feel way better not drinking, and there's a healthier vibe within the band. We all have we're just more grateful to be alive, and grateful to have the band, and just be working, and being where we are.
So this new record is amazing. I'm sorry, I said record, album.
I call it a record, too. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, the start, the process, the recording, did you come in? Where did you come in?
I came in September. I went down there September 13th. The beginning of September. I don't know why I said 13th just now. Weird. I went beginning of September. We started working on the record. They had been working on a record before Mitch passed away, and pretty much when that happened, from what my understanding is, they stopped completely, and they kind of went and like shrouded themselves, and just kind of, they had to go be by themselves for a while. I mean, losing somebody that you're that close to is something that's going to cause a big impact in your life. For me personally, I had the same thing, and my whole instinct as a friend was always, hey guys, whatever you guys need, I've got your back. You know what I mean? I'm here. I'm your friend. Mitch was my friend too, and we can go through this together. And everybody kind of stayed to themselves. I came in. They had about half this record in riffs and pieces, and we started just chugging along all the way through November. It was just us in a little room in Corona, jamming away every single day for 6 hours a day, and smoking weed and just chilling, having laughs, and trying to keep things very, very motivated. That was the big thing. It was going in there, looking at the whiteboard and seeing "You Can't Stop Me" written on top. Mitch's lyrics, just going in there and seeing that every day and being like, all right, cool, we gotta get this going. We gotta make sure this record is the shit, So that was kind of the presence of that area of that time. And then towards the end of November, when Steve Evans started coming in, the whole dynamic changed from, hey, this is fun, this is cool, now it's crunch time, this is go time, it's show time right now. So it was like, get in the studio and perform your ass off, make sure that everything is super on point, And I couldn't be more proud of this record. Like, this is some of the best work I've ever done, some of the best work that these guys have ever done. I'm really proud of it. And so far, the response has been so good. I can't help but smile, you know what I mean?
It's a long time in the making, that's for sure. I mean, just because, we started writing it with Mitch. We started writing it. We just designated a week right before Halloween. We were like, all right, we'll do a week. We'll see what we can write. And we had just signed a Nuclear Blast. We wanted to give them something. And, we started in 2012. And then, once everything happened, we just were like, okay, memorial show. Okay, take some break, take some time off. And then we really didn't – everything that we had written, we just sat aside. And then once Eddie said he was down, we were like, okay, let's revisit it. And once he came down, we really started cracking down, and we wanted to wait for him to be in the room so we could really introduce him to the way we operate and the way we write, because it's very a copacetic way. We like to have everybody be involved and everybody say if they like it or not, or if there's a part you don't like, we better fucking know you don't like it so that's not on the record. And it was great because, we had Eddie there to be there the whole time, and we wanted him to become a real part of the band and not just be like, okay, we wrote this record, here we're gonna write lyrics to these songs and we're just gonna go. It's like, no, let's integrate you into the way that we operate and the way we are as a band. And it was really, really fun and absolutely therapeutic, man. We needed the creative outlet, and forever we're thankful that Eddie would just be there for us to do that. It really was something we needed as a band. We started the record and we needed to finish that record.
Now, with the new record and the older material, how do you guys decide what to put together for a short set at a festival versus being able to do the headline tour, which I'm guessing is coming later on this year or early next year?
Yeah, headlining tour definitely coming before the end of the year. This was the hardest set to put together for 30 minutes. But, we're not going to ever be that band that's going to come out and only play our new songs. We know that, our old stuff is what built us to be here. So, it's 80% old on this tour. We're playing, and then we're doing some new stuff, but it's the album's not out yet. We're doing just enough to promote and let everybody know that we're putting the album out, and then we're going to come back on the headliner and just kill it and have I can't wait. It's so hard to put together. We can't even play 8 whole songs. We only can play 7 songs. So it's having to squeeze that is really hard. But I mean, it's just banger, 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 banger out.
You're not allowed to talk.
We actually had a big argument about oh man, we have to do 8 songs. No man, we really got to push that 8th song on there, man. So all of us are really fired up to play. That's the big thing. It's just everyone's really excited, especially he'd be here at Mayhem. The Mayhem crew, the Rockstar people are always really supportive. I've always been really supportive of Suicide Silence, and have always been supportive of me. I'm a friend of everybody on this tour. Last time I did it with All Shall Perish, became friends with everybody. So being back here it's always a pleasure, and being back in the Bay is always a pleasure for me.
Yep. Awesome. Thank you.